seasonal hire for Bridges Golf Course, look like Isaac Ward for a bartender position.
You didn't have another one there, did you?
Not for the
Okay.
golf course,
Yeah, right.
no, clubhouse, no.
Yeah. I think he's just trying to gear up to, we're gonna have some
He has a
going
lot
back to
of,
school.
yeah, a lot of college kids leaving.
So trying to fill in some spaces there, so.
Make a motion to approve hiring Isaac Ward, bartender server at $11.20 per hour.
Second.
Motion is second on the table to approve the hiring of Isaac Ward as a bartender server for $11.20 an hour. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Lifeguard hire for Beresford area swimming pool.
So Kelly received 2 applications from our sister. They both are WSI certified, which means that they can help with swimming lessons. And over the weekend, they struggled with staffing just because Emmanuel Church just took a bunch of kids to New Orleans. There was a cheer camp, and then there were some other family vacations. So he is requesting to hire Ava Kingma and Sarah Schroeder, and they would be starting at $14.76 an hour each.
Make a motion to adopt the 2 seasonal hires for the Beresford swimming pool lifeguards. Names given by Elaine at 14 what? 76 per hour. Second.
Motion is second on the table to hire lifeguards Sarah Schroeder, Ava Kingma at $14.76 for the swimming pool. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. And just a quick note on that, for those of you that didn't see, there was a post from the city of Alcester where they are going to be bringing kids over. They did do some work with Kelly to ensure that they have some oversight to keep an eye. So we're going to look at the numbers that are coming over. They're going to ensure that these kids are abiding by the rules. So I think this is a good news story, and we did offer to the city of Haywood, but they are sending their kids to their pool's closed for the summer too because it got sediment after the flooding. Their kids are going to Center, to Sunai. But Alcester's pool does not look like it's going to open this year, so this is gets kids out of the parents' hair a little bit. So, all right, request to close Park Drive from South 8th Street to West Maple Street, and West Maple Street from Park Drive to South 11th for the South Dakota State 14U baseball tournament, July 26th to 8th.
Shall make a motion.
Okay, got a motion on the table?
Yep. Second.
Motion is second on the table to approve the request to close Park Drive from South 8th, West Maple Street, and West Maple from Park Drive to South 11th for the state baseball tournament. Any further discussion?
That'd be all 3 days of the week, both.
It will be, and it's what we'll do is we'll work with Joanne Paulson to ensure that we have a way to identify vendors so that we can give them a pass so that they can offload and onload and then park. And then we're going to make an effort to specifically target or push baseball traffic to the high school parking lot now that it's got a little bit more space, so they'll come in through that golf course.
What time do they close? What time do the games start?
So games will start 11 a.m. on Friday, and there's 4 games to including opening ceremony, so that'll be the busiest. And then Saturdays 4 games, Sundays 3 games. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, motion carries. Request to close 10th Street from West Spruce to Highway 46 and 160 for the 125th celebration anniversary of our fire department.
What times do we know?
5 o'clock is when we're gonna start serving,
Okay.
and then whenever the,
What
water
time?
ice rink. Right, we can, if they just have the barricades there, we can put them out at 5, because we gotta move all their trucks out. I've already talked to the dentist office, we're gonna park their trucks out there. AA building, that parking lot, we're gonna set some picnic tables for the water fights. Everybody's kind of approved that, so, yeah, it'll be from 5 to 10-ish, I'm assuming.
Would 3 o'clock be a little setup time? I mean, if you start serving at 5, there'll be people
Yeah.
coming through, so maybe we should
Yeah,
make it just
that's fine too.
Make a motion to close North 10th Street from West Spruce to Highway 46 on August 16th from 3 p.m. until they determine they don't need the street anymore.
Motion and second on the table. To authorize closure of 10th Street. Any further discussion?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Alright. Go, and then the next line item was request to allow the consumption of alcohol at 310 North 10th Street for about Beresford Volunteer Fire Department 150th celebration. And this is not for sale, this is for,
So the plan was to get a couple kegs and then we'll have to ID people and give them wristbands.
Is it beer or whiskey or
Just
both?
beer.
Or no
We're not
wine?
gonna charge for the booze? No? Yeah.
It'll be a limited supply. There's gonna be a couple kegs and that's it. So once they run out. The one thing that I know with water fight teams, when they come, they usually bring some of their own sometimes. We can try to tell them not to, but I don't know how that works, and that's where we gotta discuss.
I think it's on public, the statute just says if it's on public grounds, you can waive the open container rule for special events, so. And it's not a licensed issue because they're not selling. So they don't need a malt beverage license like they would for a
Street dance
street dance or their poker party or whatever, so.
We need motion?
I have this one. I'd like to make the motion for approve the consumption of alcohol, 310 North 10th Beresford for the volunteer fire department and waive the open container rule.
Second.
motion and second on the table to approve the consumption of alcohol at the fire station for the 125th. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. And I did preface this with Chief Shirk, and he just said that we'll probably communicate with the neighboring towns, just as if they park, for instance, by Main Street, they park a few blocks away, they cannot take their open containers, so will be a matter of.
Thank you guys.
Great night, sir.
All right, next line item is a request to close the swimming pool from 6:30 to 7:30 on the 6th of August for the annual summer staff gathering. I would like to modify this before we actually discuss it. We would actually like to open it both to the ambulance service and the fire department as a joint effort. And we would like to take the entire night swim, which I know there will be some poor children out there that'll be mad at us, but this will be one night. This will be for the fire department families and the ambulance families.
So it's what, 6:30 to 9?
Night swim goes till 9. Okay, yep.
That doesn't correspond with the adult swim times.
Night
I don't think they do it on Sundays.
Yeah, they have it on the website.
August 6th is a
Tuesday.
So I think as long as we keep conflicted nights with the adult swimmers, because I know that was a rocky start when they had the first iteration and they had the ambulance training. So, ground training.
Sometimes Monday and Wednesdays, right? For adult swim.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, I know. We entered it, I can't remember what we put in.
How's that been going? Have they been getting people to show up?
I think, and that was part of the contention the first time. I think they had 8 show up. And then the ambulance service was also there doing the near drowning training, so there was some hurt feelings, but they had a good number.
There were, on the way over tonight, there were a few people in there. But, you know, in that, between 6:30 and 7, I know there were some people there too, so I think there'll be a rollout time, but good move, yeah.
So this will not be a conflict because adult swim time is Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Roped off areas, and Monday and Wednesdays from 6:30 to 7.
So we'll just have to say, I'm sorry to the young children who come back from night swims. We'll tell them when they fall on their bike and bump their head.
Motion.
Yes, sir.
Request to close swimming pool from 6:30 PM to 9 PM, closing on August 6th for ambulance and fire department for summer staff gathering.
Second?
Motion and second on the table to close the swimming pool from 6:30 to 9 PM, August 6th, ambulance and fire department summer staff gathering. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item, request to close the Saddle Club ground for the Beresford Traffic Pool on the 28th of July.
Make a motion to allow request to use the Saddle Club ground for the Beresford Tractor Pool, Sunday, July 28th.
Second.
Motion and second on the table to approve a request to use the Saddle Club grounds for the Beresford Tractor Pool on the 28th of July. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Request from Chamber to close portion of 3rd Street from 5 PM to 8 PM from the library to Carrie's Cuts and Curls for the pedal cruise during Old Fashioned Weekend.
Which day?
This will be Friday.
26.
Yes, July 26th.
You have enough barricades for all these now.
Or is that just standing under the flag?
Is the ambulance and fire department participating? So maybe we could use some of their trucks as barricades.
Yeah, last time we had I don't believe it was, well, yeah, it was last time, we put one of our tenders, one of the tanker trucks at the end and allowed it to kind of help barricade, and then Brian Fowler was squirt the kids as they rolled by on their bikes, and so
I thought it was great.
we've had positive feedback from across the spectrum.
Are we allowing alcohol consumption here too?
Kids and bikes and alcohol.
Fire hoses.
I'll get them.
So is that a motion, Mike?
No.
I move to approve the chamber request to close a portion of 3rd from 5 until 8 PM. In the parameters noted on Friday the 26th during Old Fashioned Weekend.
Second.
A motion and second on the table to approve a request by the Chamber to close portion of 3rd Street from 5 to 8 PM from the library to Carrie's Cuts and Curls for the pedal cruise during Old Fashioned Weekend. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, next item on the agenda is a couple of appointments for Housing and Redevelopment Corporation. Commission. It's a commission. Mike Tiedemann did some great background work, and we have 2 very good candidates for replacing both Stephanie Peterson and for Mayor Nathan Anderson. Mayor Nathan Anderson voluntarily resigned as they're getting ready to move, and then Stephanie stepped aside for personal reasons, but we want to both thank them for their service, but we'd also like to tee up Amber and Casey to serve on the HRC.
You want to maybe do each of them separately just because of they have different terms?
Yes.
So to fill Amber's term, that would be through November of 2026, so I'll do that one first.
Amber Sorensen. Okay. Make a motion to approve Amber Sorensen to HRC board.
Second?
Motion and second on the table to approve Amber Sorensen as appointee to HRC until November of 2026. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And the second appointee, Casey Shabel, that will be through
November of 2028.
November 2020.
Make a motion to approve Casey Shabel to November 2028 to the HRC board.
Second?
Casey
Motion.
Shabel. Oh,
Motion and second on the table to approve Casey Shabel as an appointee to HRC until November 2028. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, that completes our new business portion. We've talked a little bit about Old Fashioned Weekend. I don't think there's anything else to discuss. No. Any travel requests? Nobody's traveling anywhere. Quote stuff, Pat.
Make a motion that we pay the bills.
Second.
Motion and second on the table, pay the bills. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We have paid the bills. Any further business for the council? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you for the important motion, Pat.
Say what more clear.
No, you know what?
Say it loud and clear, and we'll just.
I know, that's what I was like, thinking about it a few times there, and somebody would do it.
Right.
They'll let you do it in one that they don't want to leave the paper. I thought there was supposed to be.
Good job.
Yeah, I could have. It's pretty. Well, let's try to. Yeah.